Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about something that can completely change your life, something most people never understand, and because of that, they stay stuck, stressed, and struggling for years. We are talking about financial freedom, not just the ability to earn money, but the power to become free in your mind, in your emotions, and in your daily life. Many people think financial freedom means being super rich, owning a mansion, driving luxury cars, or flying in private jets, but that is not true. Those things are luxury, sometimes even ego. Real financial freedom means you don't wake up every morning with stress about money, you don't fear the next bill, you don't stay in a toxic job because you need the salary, and you don't live in survival mode where every day feels like a struggle. True financial freedom is when you control your time, when you choose how to live, when you work because you want to, not because you have no choice. It is peace of mind, not piles of money. And this is why today's video is important for everyone. Maybe you are a student with no job, maybe you work full-time and hate Mondays. Maybe you are a woman dreaming of independence, maybe you are a man trying to support your family better, maybe you are an entrepreneur starting from zero, or maybe you're completely broke right now. No matter who you are, this message is for you. This is your English practice, your money practice, and your freedom practice. If you watch till the end, I promise you will never see money in the same way again. The first step toward financial freedom is understanding what freedom looks like in your life, because freedom is personal. For one person, freedom might mean earning $2,000 a month from an online business and living peacefully in a small town. For another, it might mean saving enough money to quit their job and take care of their parents. Someone else may feel free with $50,000 saved so they never feel scared again, while others simply want enough income to say no to a toxic boss. So ask yourself, what does financial freedom look like for you? Close your eyes and imagine, how much money would make you feel safe each month? What kind of home do you want to live in? Do you want to travel, help your family, or build something meaningful? Your answer, your number, your lifestyle, your emotion, is your personal definition of financial freedom. It is not about saying one day I'll be rich, it is about knowing your exact target and the reason behind it. For example, if your dream life is a calm home, basic bills covered, one family trip a year, and no stress, you might calculate that you would feel free with $1,800 per month from a business or passive income. That becomes your freedom target, and once you know your target, you stop comparing yourself with others, you stop chasing what everyone else is chasing, and you stop wasting energy. The first step is simple: write down your version of financial freedom, be clear, be real, and be honest. Because a brain with a clear destination becomes powerful. The second step is changing your relationship with money. Many people stay poor not because they are lazy, but because they have a damaged mindset about money. They grew up hearing that money is evil, rich people are bad, money doesn't grow on trees, you are not smart enough to be wealthy, you are not lucky, and it's too late for you. These thoughts become beliefs, and beliefs become barriers. So every time they try to grow, they destroy their own chances. They feel guilty, they doubt themselves, and they say, I'm not meant for this. This is mental poverty. Even if such a person wins $100,000 in a lottery, they will lose it within 1 or 2 years, because deep inside they believe they don't deserve it or can't handle it. Real financial freedom begins when your mind stops fighting your success. And today, we are going to learn how to make that shift together. Why does this happen? Because people never train their minds to keep money. They only get lucky for a moment, but they never learn how to protect, manage, or grow what they receive. That is why your mindset about money matters more than how much you earn. So what should you believe instead? You must repeat new thoughts every day. Money is a tool. I use it to build peace. I respect money, but I don't worship it. I am capable of learning and growing financially. I do not fear money, I manage it. I deserve to be free, and I am willing to work for that freedom. When your relationship with money becomes healthy, everything in your life begins to shift. You stop being scared. You stop being wasteful. You stop being desperate. You become calm, confident, and powerful. Imagine a man named Jason. He worked 12 hours a day but always felt poor. His income wasn't the problem, his mindset was. He never tracked his spending, never learned about money, and always told himself he wasn't good enough. One day, he finally changed. He began tracking every expense. He studied financial freedom on YouTube. He read books like The Psychology of Money. He changed his self-talk. In 3 years, he built an online business, saved 50% of his income, started investing, and now lives peacefully while earning $5,000 per month remotely. What changed? Not just his job. Not just his income. His mindset changed. He respected money, and money finally respected him back. Now step 3, track every dollar you touch. Most people are not broke because they earn too little. They are broke because they have no idea where their money goes. They say, I don't know where it all went. I bought a few things and now I'm broke again. I had $200 last week, now it's gone. That is not a money problem. That is a money awareness problem. It's like trying to build a house without knowing how much wood, how many bricks, or how many tools you have. You would be building blindly. And that is exactly how most people live financially, blind, confused, leaking money every single day. The solution is simple, track every dollar. If you earn $50, write it down. If you spend $10 on snacks, write it down. Awareness creates control. When you see where your money goes, you naturally feel responsible, and you naturally make better choices. Meet Sophia. She is a 22-year-old student living in a rented room and working part-time, earning only $400 a month. She always felt broke. She believed she was stuck because she was poor. Then she did one thing that changed everything. She downloaded a simple expense tracker app. She created categories: food, rent, transport, coffee, snacks, phone bill, savings. For 1 full month, she wrote down every single dollar she spent. And what she discovered shocked her. She was spending $90 a month on snacks and small online orders, $30 on useless subscriptions, and $40 on impulse shopping, lipstick, earrings, clothes she never wore. That's $160 a month disappearing without awareness. So she made small changes. She cooked 3 times a week, cancelled 2 subscriptions, and gave herself a $10 fun limit per week. And something amazing happened. She saved $120 in just 1 month from the same $400 income. After 6 months, she saved $720. She used that money to buy a second-hand camera and started a small photography side hustle. Today she earns $800 a month, double her old income. All of this happened because she tracked her money. So what should you do? Download a simple app like Money Manager, Wallet, or even use Google Sheets, anything that helps you see your money clearly. Make basic categories, track your spending for 30 days with 100% honesty, and then study your habits. Ask yourself, where am I bleeding money? Reduce what drains you, redirect your spending, and grow your financial power. Remember, money doesn't magically disappear, it escapes when you're not looking. You cannot grow what you do not track, and you cannot control what you refuse to face. Tracking money is not boring, tracking money is financial self-respect. Now let's move to step 4, start investing as soon as possible. This is one of the greatest secrets of financial freedom. Earning is important, saving is important, but investing is what truly sets you free. When you only save money, you are protecting your past. When you invest money, you are building your future. There is a magical rule in finance, compound interest, often called the eighth wonder of the world, a phrase many credit to Albert Einstein. What does it mean? It means that when you invest, your money starts making more money, and that new money also starts making more money. Over time, it grows faster than your job ever can. Let's meet Daniel, a 24-year-old call center worker earning $500 a month. He saves only $50 a month, just that. Most people would laugh and say it's too small to matter. They wait for big money before investing. They say, I'll start later when I earn more, or I'm too young to think about investing. But Daniel didn't wait. He opened an index fund account, learned basic investing from YouTube and simple books, and began with $50 a month. If he continues for 10 years, he invests $6,000, but with compound growth at around 12% per year, his money becomes more than $10,000. If he continues for 30 years, that tiny $50 a month becomes more than $150,000. That is the power of starting early. Time plus compound interest equals freedom. The key rule is simple: start small, start early, start now. Don't wait for big money. Small investments plus time create massive freedom. If you are wondering where to invest, here are beginner-friendly options: index funds for low-cost long-term wealth, mutual funds for professional management, stocks for long-term growth if you learn carefully, crypto as a high-risk, high-reward option with strict limits, never more than 5%, gold ETFs for safe digital gold investing, and the most powerful investment of all, investing in yourself through courses, skills, books, online business, YouTube content, or affiliate marketing. If you truly have no money to invest right now, invest your time in learning about investing. When money comes later, you will already know exactly what to do. If you wait until you are rich to invest, you will remain poor forever. But if you start investing even when you are broke, you are already walking toward freedom. Investing is not a rich person's game, it is a disciplined person's weapon. Now let's move to step 5, use money for its true function. Here is a truth most people never learn in school, yet it decides who becomes financially free and who becomes financially exhausted. Money is not for showing off, money is for setting yourself free. Let this sentence live inside your mind. If you misunderstand the purpose of money, you will spend your entire life working for money instead of making money work for you. Most people treat money like a status symbol. They think, if I buy a car, people will respect me. If I wear brand name clothes, people will think I'm successful. If I eat out every weekend, I'm enjoying life. If I buy the latest phone, I will feel better about myself. So they use money to impress, not to progress. And guess what happens when people use money only to impress others? Their expenses rise, their peace fades, and they become trapped in a life where they must look successful instead of actually becoming successful. They forget the real purpose of money, and the result is stress, loans, anxiety, and regret. So now, let's understand the true function of money: to buy back your time. The more money you save or earn passively, the easier it becomes to say, "I don't need to work 14 hours today. I can choose rest. I can choose peace." This is real freedom. Money also gives you options: the option to choose where you live, how you work, what you say yes to, and what you confidently say no to. Options equal power. Money also gives you safety: an emergency fund, insurance, and a backup plan that protects your health, your family, and your mind. And most importantly, money helps you build the life you truly want, not the life other people think looks cool. Money is not for showing off, it is the fuel that creates a life that feels peaceful and meaningful. Let's meet Jack. Jack is 31 and works as a software developer, earning $2,000 per month. His friend Nick works in the same field and earns even more, $2,500 per month. But their lives could not be more different. Nick spends his money like this: $400 on a fancy flat, $300 on a car loan, $150 on weekend parties, $200 on gadgets and new clothes, and $150 on random subscriptions. He wants to look rich. Jack, on the other hand, spends like this: $250 on simple rent, no car at all, he uses a bike, $80 on planned weekend fun, $30 on books and online courses, and then he invests $700 every month into mutual funds, stocks, and a future business fund. After 5 years, Nick is still stuck in the same job, living paycheck to paycheck. Jack, meanwhile, has saved $50,000, built 3 income sources, and lives with peace of mind. Why? Because Jack understood the true function of money. He didn't chase the appearance of wealth, he used money to buy freedom, options, and long-term stability. If you spend money just to feel respected, you will never experience true freedom. But if you use money to build your future strength, one day you will walk past the very people you once tried to impress, and they will wish they were you. Now write this question on paper and answer it honestly: what is the best thing I can do with my next $100? Make sure your answer builds your future, not your ego. Delay unnecessary purchases. Ask yourself, will this give me freedom next month, or stress? Create a freedom fund, not for spending, but for reclaiming your life. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Earning more does not mean you must spend more. Build the habit of choosing long-term joy over short-term applause. You are not poor just because you have less money. You are poor only when you use your money foolishly. And you become truly free the moment your money starts working for you, instead of your emotions working for money. Now let's move to step 6, hack your life to save and grow faster, one of the most underrated paths to financial freedom. Lifestyle design means creating your life with intention instead of living on autopilot. It means you don't simply earn and spend money the way everyone around you does. Instead, you learn to use your environment, your habits, your tools, and your behavior in a smarter way. You make small strategic changes that help you live better, spend wiser, and grow faster, even if your income stays exactly the same. Many people believe they must earn more to feel free, but the truth is very different. You don't become free by increasing your income, you become free by improving how you manage what you already have. This is the real meaning of hacking your lifestyle, breaking old patterns, questioning default choices, and finding intelligent shortcuts that reduce waste, increase control, and make your everyday life lighter and more powerful. You stop following the rules society silently gives you, and you start choosing every action with purpose. Imagine a young couple living in a mid-size European city. Together, they earn about $2,600 per month. They aren't drowning in debt, but they also aren't saving anything. Every month feels tight. They are not poor, but they are stuck. So instead of complaining about their income, they decide to treat their life like a system that can be redesigned. The first thing they change is their housing. They move just 15 minutes outside the city center, where rent drops from $1,200 to $750. The new area is quieter, cleaner, and still connected by public transport. Without working extra hours or earning extra money, they instantly save $450 every month. Then they decide to fix their eating habits. They create 4 weekly meal plans, buy groceries only once each week, and prepare meals every Sunday. This simple system stops daily food delivery, prevents grocery overshopping, and reduces waste. Suddenly, they are saving another $200 each month while also eating healthier. Next, they examine transportation. Their second car was comfortable, but it quietly drained $350 every month through fuel, insurance, and maintenance. They sell the second car and switch to one shared vehicle, train cards, and bicycles. Life becomes simpler, and they save $250 each month. Then they look at digital expenses. They cancel unused subscriptions, join shared family plans, and stop impulsive app purchases by using a password-protected blocker. This brings another $80 of savings every month. After that, they fix their learning routine. Instead of buying random expensive courses, they follow a clear learning path using free YouTube channels, library books, and free online courses through platforms like Coursera and edX. They measure their weekly progress on Google Sheets. Not only do they learn more effectively, but they also spend nothing. Finally, they design a small side income system. They create printable planners and budgeting templates based on their own financial journey and open a simple Etsy shop. Because digital products require no shipping and no inventory, they begin earning passive income. Within 3 months, they consistently make around $400 every month. After 1 full year, their lifestyle redesign produces powerful results. Their monthly savings rise by $980. Their side income adds another $400. Together, that is a total improvement of $1,380 every single month. By the end of the year, they have saved more than $16,000, and their confidence has multiplied. The most impressive part is that none of this came from a promotion, a new job, or a sudden increase in income. They became stronger, freer, and more secure simply by learning to manage smarter and live with intention. They didn't win the lottery, and they didn't stumble into luck. They simply treated their lifestyle like a strategy game and hacked it piece by piece. The lesson here is powerful: you don't need more money to change your life, you need a better operating system. This is what real financial freedom looks like, not waiting for the day you magically become rich, but designing your life to grow with what you already have. Every person has areas they can redesign. Your home life can change when you choose to share space, downsize, or relocate. Your food costs can shrink when you cook in bulk, meal prep, and avoid waste. Your tech bills can drop when you cancel what you don't use and share tools instead of buying everything alone. Entertainment becomes cheaper when you replace costly outings with creative, meaningful alternatives. Learning becomes smarter when you start with free online resources instead of paying for knowledge you can get without spending a dollar. Even your clothing becomes an investment when you buy high-quality items less often instead of falling into fast fashion. Your time becomes more valuable when you wake up early, block distractions, and automate tasks. Your energy becomes more powerful when you plan your week once instead of wasting mental strength every day. And your income begins to rise when you start small freelance gigs, offer services online, or sell something simple. In the end, your freedom depends on these choices. The person who learns how to live smart will always be richer than the person who tries to live loud. The world is full of people making just a little money and always feeling broke, but it is also full of people earning huge salaries and building quiet empires. The difference is not talent or luck, it is systems. One person lives by impulse, and the other lives by design. Hacking your lifestyle doesn't mean suffering or denying yourself joy. It means being strategic, intentional, and deeply aware of how your choices shape your future. When you understand this, you stop feeling poor and start feeling powerful. You stop feeling restricted and start feeling designed. You stop feeling out of control and start feeling like the architect of your own life. This brings us to the next truth: learning high-income skills. Most people ignore the simple reality that your income is connected to the value you provide, not the number of hours you work. Look around you. A security guard may work 12 hours a day but earns just enough to survive. A graphic designer may work 4 hours a day and earn 4 times more. A software engineer working from home might take home $5,000 a month. A digital marketer could earn $200 in a single hour by helping a business grow. The pattern is clear. Income rises with skill, not with exhaustion. Today, the highest paid people are rarely the ones working hardest physically, they are the ones carrying skills that solve important problems. A high-income skill is any skill that you can sell online or offline, that is in strong demand, that solves a real problem for people or companies, that doesn't require a fancy degree, and that can earn you $1,000 per month or more once mastered. These skills include copywriting, video editing, public speaking, web development, digital marketing, search engine optimization, coding, app development, email marketing, UX and UI design, social media strategy, freelance writing, business consulting, and one of the most powerful skills of all, sales. You don't need to master all these skills. You just need one skill that matches your interest, your strengths, and your willingness to practice. Once you master it, your value rises, your income follows, and your entire lifestyle begins to transform. You only need to choose one skill that fits your personality, your interests, and the way your mind works. Imagine a 21-year-old with no degree, no job, and nothing but a basic laptop. One day, he discovers the world of copywriting through a YouTube video. Something clicks inside him. He begins watching free tutorials, studying how ads are written, and rewriting them every day to build confidence. He creates a simple portfolio using Google Docs, not fancy, just proof of effort. Instead of waiting for someone to hire him, he takes initiative. He finds a small business online and offers to rewrite one of their emails for free. The new email performs better. The business sees results, so they pay him for more work. He signs up on freelance platforms, sets up small packages, keeps improving his samples, and listens to client feedback. Within 6 months, this young man is earning more than $2,000 per month, just from writing. No office. No boss. No degree. Just skill, consistency, and Wi-Fi. That is the true power of a high-income skill in today's world. You don't need permission. You need courage. You need focus. You need a laptop and the will to learn. Learning a high-income skill for free is simple when you commit. First, choose one skill. Don't try to chase 5 things at once. Pick one and stick to it. Search beginner playlists on YouTube and study them step by step. Read free books and PDFs from online libraries and summaries. Practice every single day. Create small projects. Build sample work. Write more, edit more, design more, sell more, whatever your skill requires. Join online communities on Reddit, Discord, Telegram, or any forum where people share tips and opportunities. Build a small personal brand by posting your learning journey. Clients love seeing growth. Offer free work in the beginning, not forever, just to collect proof, testimonials, and trust. As soon as you deliver results, start charging something. Improving your English becomes a superpower because communication decides whether you close a deal or lose it. Stay consistent for 6 months. If you do, you will be ahead of 90% of people who quit after 3 weeks. If you never learn a skill, your job owns your future. But if you master a skill, you own your future. In today's world, one skill plus the internet equals unlimited income potential. Freedom begins the moment you become valuable. Now we go deeper. Once you learn a skill, the next step is to transform that skill into a system. That is what a business truly is. You don't need a big team, a huge investment, or a fancy office. You just need the ability to solve a real problem again and again, and get paid every time you solve it. Starting your own business is one of the fastest and most powerful paths to financial freedom. When you build a business, you break the rule of trading time for money. You stop earning only when you work, and you begin earning even when you sleep. A business grows even when you are resting, traveling, or spending time with family. It gives you control. You decide how much you earn, not a boss, not a company. You become a creator of income, not just a consumer of money. This is the mindset shift that turns ordinary people into financially free people. There are many types of businesses you can start today, even with zero investment. You can start a freelance business by selling your skill, writing, designing, editing, video editing, resume writing, English coaching, or making thumbnails for YouTube. You can start a content-based business through YouTube, Instagram, blogging, or podcasting. You can create digital products like ebooks, templates, or simple online courses. You can join affiliate marketing and earn commissions by recommending tools or services you already use. You can try dropshipping and sell products without keeping any inventory. You can offer local services like cleaning, delivery, photography, or tutoring. You can sell handmade or digital items on Etsy, Amazon, or Flipkart. If you have experience, you can start consulting or create a small membership or newsletter where people pay for your knowledge. Right now, millions of people around the world earn more than doctors, simply by running small, one-person online businesses from home. You do not need a unicorn idea. You need a simple, helpful offer and consistency. For example, a stay-at-home parent in Canada had been out of work for more than 10 years. She wasn't a tech expert. She wasn't a designer. She simply loved organizing home routines, meal planning, budgeting, chores, and daily schedules. Using Google Docs and Canva, she created simple printable tools, weekly meal planners, chore charts, budget sheets, screen time trackers, and shopping lists. She combined them into a busy parent life planner and listed it on Etsy for $7.99. In her first month, she made 30 sales, around $240. By month 6, she created more planning kits and earned around $1,200 per month. By her second year, everything was automated. She consistently made $3,000 per month with no office, no staff, and no social media. What did she sell? Not fame. Not a complicated product. She sold structure, simplicity, and peace of mind, something every overwhelmed parent needs. The formula is simple: take an ordinary part of life, create a useful system around it, package it as a digital product, and let passive income grow quietly. It is smart. It is sustainable. And anyone can do it. You can start your business in the next 30 days without spending a single dollar. Day 1 to 3, choose your skill. 1 skill, not 10. Day 4 to 7, find out who needs that skill: students, small businesses, parents, freelancers, shop owners. Day 8 to 14, create 3 service packages or 3 product ideas. Day 15 to 20, build samples, mock-ups, or test versions. Day 21 to 25, create a simple landing page or a clean Instagram or LinkedIn profile. Day 26 to 28, share your offer with 10 people, friends, groups, forums, small businesses. Offer a free demo or trial. Day 29 to 30, get your first client, first customer, or first feedback. It does not need to be perfect. It just needs to begin. It needs to be real. And the truth is simple: what is real is what grows. Most people fail not because they lack talent, but because they fall into common traps. They wait until they feel ready, not knowing that readiness never comes. They focus on looking professional instead of becoming valuable. They fear failure instead of learning from it. They copy others instead of creating their own value. They think small instead of scaling the ideas that already work. This is why many stay stuck. Jobs are designed to keep you comfortable. But businesses are built to set you free. If you want to earn once and get paid 100 times, you must stop chasing salaries and start building systems. Start small. Stay consistent. Grow quietly. Freedom always follows builders. Step 9. Become a miner. Find opportunities others cannot see. Most people walk through life believing that money is hard to make. They think all opportunities are gone. They think only lucky or rich people win. But the truth is completely different. Right now, around you, near you, inside your daily life, there are opportunities worth thousands or even millions. The only reason you can't see them is because no one trained you to see them. You don't need to be smarter. You don't need to be richer. You need to become a miner. A miner is someone who learns to find value where others see dust. Just like gold miners dig through mountains of dirt to find a tiny piece of gold, wealthy people dig through problems, frustrations, and patterns to find profit. A miner stops looking for easy money and starts looking for real problems. A miner watches what people complain about, what they need, what they repeat, what they struggle with. A miner observes human behavior. A miner turns daily frustration into opportunity. And that is where the money is. Let's meet Carlos. Carlos was 26 and worked in a supermarket in Texas. He earned just $1,700 per month and lived paycheck to paycheck. He didn't have a degree. He didn't have savings. He didn't have connections. But one day, he noticed something small but powerful. Almost every week, customers asked, "Do you guys deliver groceries?" The store always said no. But Carlos asked a different question, "Why not me?" He printed simple flyers, "Personal grocery shopper, I deliver groceries from supermarket name to your door. Text me." He charged $10 per delivery. In his first week, he got 8 orders. The next week, 15. Then 22. In just 3 months, he earned an extra $800 per month, more than half his salary, simply because he noticed a gap and filled it. He later made a simple website. He hired a few college students part-time. Within a year, his side hustle grew into a full grocery delivery service earning $4,000 per month. Carlos didn't invent anything new. He simply mined a hidden need, something everybody wanted, but nobody offered. Mining begins with the right questions. Ask yourself, what are 3 things people always ask me for help with? What is one thing my friends, family, or city constantly complain about? What do I understand easily that others struggle with? What service do I wish existed in my area or language? What problem have I solved for myself that others might pay for? These questions are not random. They are gold detectors. They help you find hidden money, hidden needs, and hidden opportunities. And the best part, you can mine opportunities without spending any money. Look for service gaps, something missing in your area. Look for content gaps, topics that no one teaches in your style or language. Look for language gaps, knowledge that exists in English but not in your local language. Look for tech gaps, slow systems like booking, forms, or delivery processes that can be improved. Look for culture gaps, bring a trend from one city or country to your town. Look for education gaps, take hard topics and make them simple. Opportunities are everywhere. Miners just see them first. Opportunities are everywhere, and they often hide in the problems people take for granted. Finance, coding, English, pain points, stress, wasted time, confusion, embarrassment, these are all gaps waiting to be mined. Take the story of a 17-year-old girl in the Philippines. She noticed that many local beauty salons had no proper booking system. Instead of complaining, she acted. She created a free Google form and a WhatsApp bot for her cousin's salon to manage appointments. It worked perfectly. Soon, she offered the same system to more than 30 local salons, charging a $50 setup fee plus $20 per month for maintenance. No fancy coding degree, no office, just smart mining. The lesson is clear: if you see like the world sees, you will stay like the world stays. But if you train your eyes to notice what others ignore, you will be paid for your awareness for the rest of your life. Money doesn't come from working harder, it comes from seeing smarter. Be a miner, not a complainer. Step 10. Stop spending to impress people. This is one of the most common mental traps in the world. It's a silent disease that keeps people financially stuck, even when they earn well. Let's be honest. We live in a world where people buy $100 shoes while borrowing money for rent. They use $1,200 iPhones but refuse to invest $200 in a course that could change their life. People post luxury selfies while silently drowning in debt. They buy fancy cars but cry over their bank alerts. Why? To impress people they don't even like. This is called the flex trap. It looks like freedom on the outside, but inside, it is a financial prison. Consider Brian and Jake. Both earn $3,000 per month. Jake lives in a $1,200 apartment, drives a $500 car, spends $200 per week partying, posting, and keeping up with trends. He has no savings and $3,500 in credit card debt. Brian, on the other hand, lives in a $700 shared apartment, uses public transport, spends weekends reading, freelancing, and relaxing with friends, invests $500 per month, and has $12,000 saved in just 2 years. Jake looks rich. Brian becomes rich. The difference? Brian doesn't need to look impressive. He is building real wealth. Why do people spend to impress? Insecurity, social pressure, emotional spending, lack of purpose, false success. They fear judgment, follow trends, shop to feel better, or equate new things with status. But here is the truth: you don't need to look successful, you need to become unshakable. The people you are trying to impress won't help when you're broke, won't pay your bills, won't support your family. They will scroll past and forget. Stop trading your future for their 2-second approval. Ask yourself before every purchase, am I buying this for myself, or for someone else's attention? Wait 72 hours before any big spend, most desires fade if you delay. Track your emotional spending triggers. Do you shop when you are bored, sad, angry, or jealous? Build a money mission statement: my money is for building peace, not impressing people. Unfollow influencers who pressure you to buy. Celebrate silence, not noise. Wealthy people don't need to show off, their life speaks for itself. Replace spending with investing. Instead of a new shoe, buy a course. Instead of a night out, build a product. Instead of showing off, show up for your future. You don't become free by wearing luxury. You become free by owning your mind, your money, and your time. Stop trying to be impressive. Start becoming unbreakable. Financial freedom is not loud, it is quiet, calm, and controlled. When it arrives, it changes everything. Step 11 is about making money while you sleep. Imagine this: you go to bed at 10:30 p.m. and wake up at 7 a.m. You check your phone and see 3 new orders, 6 clicks on your affiliate link, ad revenue from a video you made last month, or 5 people downloaded your ebook. That is money while you sleep. It is not a fantasy or a dream, it is a real strategy for freedom. The reason this matters is simple. If you are the only source of your income, your freedom is always at risk. You might fall sick, want a break, need to move, or lose motivation. But if your systems continue working while you rest, your income continues too. Even if you are offline, even if you are not actively working or present, the money keeps coming. These systems require setup, planning, and effort at first, but once they are live, they generate income without constant involvement. This is not magic, it is automated income creation. Imagine 2 ways to sell coffee. A street seller works 10 hours a day making $2 per cup, serving customers directly. A vending machine is installed at a busy train station, hospital, or college. It sells coffee 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The seller earns only while working. The machine earns while he sleeps. It doesn't argue, take breaks, or ask for leave. This is exactly how passive income systems work. There are many types of systems that allow you to earn money while you sleep. Digital products like PDFs, guides, planners, templates, or ebooks can be created once and sold unlimited times. For example, a $5 study planner PDF downloaded 1,000 times earns $5,000 without further effort. Affiliate marketing lets you recommend useful products or tools with a custom link, earning a commission on every sale. YouTube ad revenue works the same way. A single video monetized with ads earns money every time someone watches, sometimes for years. Print-on-demand stores allow you to design shirts, mugs, or journals. Platforms like Redbubble or Teespring handle printing and shipping, and you earn the margin without holding inventory. Online courses or workshops can be recorded once, uploaded to learning platforms, and promoted through email or content, generating continuous sales. Stock photography, icons, music, background videos, or digital assets can be sold on platforms like Shutterstock or Pixabay. Rental income is another option, whether digital or physical, such as renting a website, ad space, or Amazon product placements. Investments, such as stocks that pay dividends, peer-to-peer lending, or index funds, let your money work for you even while you sleep. The formula for earning while you sleep is simple: effort, automation, time. Put effort in once, automate your system, and let time do the rest. Most people never reach this level because they chase quick money instead of building smart systems. They fear technology and avoid learning new tools. But those who embrace this strategy create income that continues regardless of their activity, giving them freedom, peace, and control over their life. Many people quit after just 1 or 2 failed attempts. They are trapped in the mindset that work equals income. They want guaranteed results before even trying. But the truth is, all freedom is earned through systems that don't need your energy every single hour. If you want financial freedom, you need to shift from labor income to leveraged income. You must move from selling your time to selling your systems, your tools, your ideas, and your automation. Even a small passive system making $5 a day adds up, $150 a month, $1,800 a year. 5 such systems would give you $9,000 per year without you chasing every dollar. Start planting these systems now, so one day you wake up and your money has already worked for you. Step 12. Learn the art of selling. If you hate selling, you will remain poor. If you learn how to sell, you become unstoppable. Selling is not manipulation. It is not lying, shouting, or pushing people. Selling is helping. Selling is communicating clearly, showing value, solving a problem, and asking for fair payment. Every dollar you ever earn comes from someone else's wallet, and it only leaves their wallet when they believe it is worth it. That belief is created through selling. Imagine 2 juice stalls in the same market, both selling orange juice at $2 per glass. Stall A has a small sign, a quiet owner, no samples, and waits for customers to ask. Stall B has a colorful sign, fresh cold juice, offers a free 1-ounce sample, explains the benefits, and engages with the customer. Stall B sells 5 times more. Same juice, same price, but better communication, better presentation, and a story. That is the power of sales. Selling is everywhere, even if you hate it. In freelance work, you must sell your value to clients. In job interviews, you must sell your experience and skills. In content creation, you must sell your message to viewers. In online stores, you must sell the benefits, not just the features. In affiliate marketing, you sell trust, not just a link. In business proposals, you sell your idea before they buy your product. In teaching, you sell why learning matters. In negotiation, you sell your worth to get paid what you deserve. Selling is not talking more, it is making others want to listen. People buy when you speak to their needs, desires, and fears. Selling equals psychology plus story plus simplicity. For example, if you are selling a budgeting template online, the wrong approach is, this is a digital Excel file. You can download it. The right approach is, this is a plug-and-play money tracker that takes 3 minutes to use, saves you $200 per month, and helps you finally take control of your spending, even if you've never used Excel before. You are selling a transformation, not just a file. Great sellers ask before they talk. They listen more than they speak. They focus on benefits, not just features. They solve specific problems. They use simple, emotional, results-based language. They are confident, not desperate. They are honest, use stories instead of just facts, show results instead of empty promises, and improve their communication daily. Nothing in this world moves until something is sold: ideas, products, services, visions. If you want financial freedom, you need to sell something: an idea, a product, a service, a system, or a dream. Once you learn to sell with clarity, confidence, and care, doors open, income flows, and freedom begins. Take a breath. Close your eyes. Imagine no more bills that scare you, no more saying, "I wish I could afford that," no more working just to survive, and no more stress at the end of every month. This is what financial freedom feels like. No more trading your time for crumbs. No more fear. Now imagine this instead: you wake up in a place you chose. You work only if you want to. You have enough saved to say no to things that don't serve you. Your money is working for you while you sleep. Your time belongs to you. Your life is finally yours. This is not a fantasy. This is financial freedom. It is real, but it is not free. You have to earn it. You have to fight for it. You have to become the kind of person who can handle it. And that journey starts now, because the truth is, money is not the goal. Freedom is. Peace is. Options are. Money is just the fuel. No one is coming to save you. No perfect time will arrive. No secret shortcut exists. But the tools are in your hands right now. You have just been given a step-by-step roadmap to break the chains, flip the script, and design a life that works for you, not the other way around. Take what you've learned today and turn it into action. Read it again. Watch it again. Live it again. Every day you wait, your future costs more, but every step you take brings your freedom closer. If this video opened your mind, helped you understand the truth about money, and inspired you to change your life, subscribe. Watch it again. Share it with someone who needs it. This isn't just a video. This is the beginning. Your freedom begins now, but only if you begin now.